My number one advice is to never be afraid to ask for opportunities. I've noticed as I've gone throughout my career, a lot of women, they want to do all these things, but they might be too afraid to ask. Maybe they think that they're not qualified or, they don't deserve it, which is usually wrong. And I just say, just ask for it. The worst they can say is no, and if they say no, just move on. But the best they can say is yes, and then you can get this fantastic opportunity and you'll surprise yourself.
Everything's not easy. Honestly, I think everyone doubts themselves along the way. And so it's been challenging to convince myself that I belong here and that, I'm a lawyer. Let me put on my big girl pants and get to work. But as I've put in the work, I think that's really proven to me that I do have a unique perspective to offer.
In the maintenance department overall, there are less than 10% of female mechanics out there. I'm looking forward to really helping this program grow bigger and bring in more people, more female mechanics, because right now we're on the smaller scale. I want to help it grow. I want to show that we are breaking those barriers. So that's really my next goal, is just to be an inspiration, build this program, show females that they can aspire to be bigger and better and greater.
My advice for young women looking to enter the childcare field would be to make sure you talk with a lot of other childcare providers. There's so many aspects to the childcare industry, and to have a business mentor, treat it as a business, not just a babysitting gig or something where you're doing, because it is taxing and you have to consider all the things before you start. The kids need someone who's professional, but they also need someone who loves them.
Don't wait for an invitation. If you have a good idea, if you have something to say that you think's worthwhile, don't wait for somebody to ask you. Speak up for yourselves. We as women, we bring a lot to the table that not everybody has. And I feel like we need to speak up for ourselves and share our ideas. And then also be able to be flexible and be able to pivot and be able to keep your mind and heart open to new opportunities and new ideas.
Well, we're focusing right now on getting as close to perfection as we can with what we have, making what we have the best it can be, and then we'll focus on growth. What we really want is to have a slightly bigger but still intimate and private retreat or resort, places families or couples or even individuals can come and just get away and connect to nature and themselves and each other.
One of the accomplishments that I'm most proud of is the day that I received my first hard hat. I received it from a large client that I still work for today, and he had my name put on it. It may seem small, but it was easily one of the most exciting days because it symbolized all the loyalty and all of the respect that I have gained in the development world, and it even had my name on it. And I still to this day keep it in my car, and I'm ready for the next project any day.
I wrote in my blurb about my parents. We didn't come from much, but they definitely taught me that if you put your head down and work hard, that you can get far. And they also taught me the value of getting a job and working in an area, an industry that you actually enjoy. So both of them were more focused on what you were doing rather than, let's say, how much you made. So really making sure that you were driven by the why. They're incredible. I look up to them in every facet of my life.
My biggest and proudest accomplishment is Mind the Gap Music Festival, which is a one-day festival that highlights diversity and trailblazers. The festival is mostly female-fronted artists and non-binary artists, and we really try to elevate the stature of women's leadership. So it's a challenge that we'll be bringing to Utah businesses to make sure that they're doing their part and diversifying their workplaces.
I think in order to succeed in not just my field, but really anywhere, is to really bring your full self to work, right? Because otherwise you are constantly fighting an internal battle. And some other things that have helped me throughout have been the fact that I was able to find really good mentors. And I think having that mentorship really helped me get through it and really be successful at it.